Rising, shine, wake up and get to the bag. God damn it. Lord woke us up. We might as well get to this bag. Now, NFL is back. It's official. And my New York Giants got embarrassed in week 1 yet again at home against the Minnesota Vikings, 28-6. Yes, at home yet again, okay, on the centennial celebration. And it's like everything that can go wrong does go wrong. Everything that might go wrong will go wrong with this team. Daniel Jones, 2 picks, a pick 6 by the goal line, a nasty, egregious pick 6 by the goal line, a pick in the red zone when we're trying to score, when the game was already damn near out of reach. Wow. Absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. And for what I could see, the offensive line, it wasn't terrible. It wasn't terrible. Didn't look terrible to me. It wasn't the best they weren't world beaters, but it looked significantly better than it did last year. It just amazes me. As a Giants fan, you go through the whole offseason, right? We get to week 1, and you expect something, right? And you get nothing. You get 2 field goals. 2 field goals. 2 field goals. Malik Neighbors out there running and cutting, and he get a couple passes here and there. I don't think we utilized the tight end almost at all. Brian Daboll was calling plays like Daniel Jones was Lamar Jackson. I mean, a design quarterback run on 2nd and 3rd down. In between the tackles. Goddamn quarterback veer. Play calling was trash. And it was obvious because he didn't believe in Daniel Jones. And then by the time he started opening it up, it was a wrap. Terrible. Offense has to get better. Just absolutely terrible. Now, defense. We did all that to get Brian Burns. Where was he? Where was he? Where was he? Where was Kayvon Thibodeau? I was seeing him get manhandled on the edge. Dexter Lawrence seemed to be the only person that showed up. And then after a while, I mean, he wasn't really much of a factor. What happened? Where was our pass rush? Sam Darnold, he was playing great. Of course he was playing great. He didn't get pressured at all in the first half. Of course. Most quarterbacks are going to be able to deliver passes in cover 2 and cover 3 with no pass rush. Of course. Of course he was dotting us down the field. He was never under duress, ever. We got no push up the edge. We got no push up the middle other than the 1 sack. Look, say what you want about Wink Martindale, but he could get pressure on the quarterback. I didn't agree with the man all the damn time, but he got pressure on the quarterback. Shane Bowen, this was not a good first game. It was exactly the Patrick Graham defense. It took me right back to the Joe Judge years. It was the Patrick Graham defense. We allow all these completions in the zone, and then you get 3rd down stops. Because we had opportunities where we could have got off the field. Then it was mistakes, flags, penalties, that extended drives. That's what it is, the Patrick Graham defense. Now, the problem is, if we don't get pressure, this is what it's going to look like all year. mediocre quarterbacks, anybody just dotting us down the field, and the really elite quarterbacks, it's going to be a field day. It's going to be a field day. Justin Jefferson, I think we did a decent job with him. He only had one touchdown. Like, maybe he had less than 100 yards. So, he didn't destroy us. But, the Vikings team as a whole destroyed us. Like, as a whole. Now, I will say special teams looked a little better than it has in years. But, I mean, what are we talking about? What is that? In the grand scheme of things. So, I mean, look, the running game wasn't much to be desired, which I'm trying to understand why Daniel Jones was doing so many damn design quarterback runs fresh off an ACL injury. That completely, I'm like, is he trying to get Daniel Jones hurt? Like, he must be. He's trying to get him out of here so he can start Drew Lock. Like, is that what's going on? Like, it would seem like self-sabotage. I swear to God. It seemed like, I don't know. It seemed like we're just completely throwing the game. Like, we didn't even try to win. And I'm sitting there and I'm disappointed, but I'm not really that mad because it's like, New York Giants football. Like, this is what y'all been. This is what, I guess 2 years ago was an anomaly and we backed it years and years of this bullshit. So it's like, I'm not going to get all crazy and get mad and pop a blood vessel and all this hooting and hollering and ranting. That's for later on in the season when we get blown out by the Cowboys in divisional rival games. Then I'll get really mad because those games mean a little more. But it's just like, you can't put on a show at home in front of your home crowd in a centennial celebration. Lawrence fucking Taylor walks up with the team for the coin toss, and you can't put on a show. You can't. I mean, 14-6 going into the half, and then in the second half, it was just a complete meltdown. Just meltdown, man. I mean, wow. DJ, I've defended you against the masses. I've defended you against it all, bro. I have. But I promise you, if you keep playing like this, you won't see past week 3. By week 3, you'll be benched. They'll say you'll have a mysterious injury, your neck, your collarbone, your ass bone, whatever bone. They gonna say, oh, that Joe crazy. He can't play. And it's gonna be the Drew Lock, Tommy DeVito show, and it's gonna be Giants tank season. And we'll be watching college football. And that's gonna be what it is. It's unfortunate. I don't want it to be that way. It's still game 1. They can turn it around. There was a lot of teams that was rusty too, but it's just unexcusable for us to be this goddamn awful every year to start the season. It's inexcusable, bro. What about the fans? What about the people that paid the bread to go to the games? I'm watching the games to see if it even deserved my money this season. And it's looking like a hard no. Y'all got to get it together. Because I promise you, if it's like this, again, we play Washington. We normally beat Washington. Daniel Jones normally plays his best against Washington. If we don't beat Washington like we normally beat Washington, it's over. It's over. By Christmas, people will be getting pink slips, all right? Joe Shane and Brian Dable will be putting their house up, for sale. And it's unfortunate because I like those guys. I don't really want us to hit the reset, but, I mean, Saquon can't be out here putting up 3 touchdowns in a game, putting up more touchdowns than we did the whole fucking game. Like, it looks crazy. At the very least, y'all had to put up something to make it, you know what I mean? Now there's nothing. There's nobody can defend anything. Now it's just like, all right, have at them, now Giants fans just got to sit back and just watch the house burn. Hey, get right, or y'all gonna be looking for jobs, because I heard Bill Belichick ain't take a job because he's waiting for the Giants position. So